We're back. Okay, the reason why it's F, B flat, C is because if this line right here is the fret nut, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it now. It's the fret nut. Okay, that's the fret nut now. Maybe we could change colors and make it easier to see, right? There's the fret nut right there. If that's the fret nut, then this string has to be the E, so the 7 has to be, the E is the 7th of F. Okay, that's what I'm talking about with the modal scales, with the modal pattern chart, that we want to be able to play the entire, scale. Okay, we want to be able to play the entire scale to the right of that note, because this is the fret nut. Okay, we outlined it. You know what it is. There it is. Just keep in mind that's what it is. It's easy to see because you've got the other notes just one fret to the left. So these guys are these guys up here, your open string. Okay, so E is the 7th of F. Then you got A is the 3rd of F. D is the 6th of F. G is the 2nd of F. B isn't in the key of F at all. Okay, it's in the F Lydian, but that's the key of C. So B isn't even involved. All right, it's a don't hit, and then up there again, 7th of a high F. All right, so in that case, so that's why it says E cross A cross C. So the E note right here is going to start on the F because the cage starts here. This is the cage. We're going to stay within the cage, and to play the 1, the 4, and the 5, the majors, the 3 majors, if you play them, all 3 of them pentatonically, you will get the diatonic. So it would be the F pentatonic major, okay. Now of course I'm down tuned, so that would really be a D flat for you. And then the B flat, okay, pentatonic major, which is the A shape. So both of them are up. Sorry about that last part. Both of them are up 1 fret, F to B flat, but then we're going to take it to a C. If you play all 3 of those starting from the 7th, and this is why it's so important, I can't stress this enough, what you start from is what the sound is going to be, a very important sound determinator. So where, like Steve Stein might tell you to meander around, do what you want to do. It's something like I forgot where we were. Sorry. It would be the key of F, I suppose. So, whatever I'm doing, I would be doing it in F. So, what would C be? Well, C would be the 5th. So, we can do a little. All right. but that's still pentatonics, which is hopscotch. You know, you're not really getting into a melody. It's more like a background, you know, outlining chords, which is great. It's very soothing. Anyway, so that's the story behind using the 1, the 4, and the 5 pentatonics to define that scale. We want to get that entire scale. We can't get anything below it. Okay? So how do we do that? Well, I'm just putting this in for... We actually got all of the scale. Okay, we actually got all of the scale because the two cage shapes, the E and the A shape that required a note below where we started, that note was there, okay, in this particular case. So there's really too many notes here. There's too many notes there. The C shape, it's saying is a C shape there, C being the 5th of F. So it'd be like, you know, the C shape is there. There's your root for the C. It's not really a root because you're in the key of F. All right, so it'd be 5, 7. 5, 7 would be this. 5, 7 would be, and then the second. Okay, the 5th of C is the 2nd of F. So there's your C shape there. You know, it's a little. It seems like it's a little lower, and that's interesting because look at that. I don't even need the guitar because I don't want to mess this up. You look at this. The C shape in this particular case is 5, 7, 2, but isn't the C usually something like ending up over here, which would be 5, 3, 5 instead of 5, 7, 2, something like that. Oh no, that's not. No, that is the C shape, I believe. It just looks a little different. And indeed, you know, being it's a half diminished chord, it may very well be kind of different. Let's look at the C for a minute, the usual C. I guess we're over here with the C. So your normal C would be root, second, root third to over there, a minor third to the 5th. Okay, now C being the 7th, C being the 5th of F, you've got 5, 7, and 2. Okay, so from 5 to 7, all right, there's your major third, and from 7 to 2 is your minor third. Okay, whereas the C over here it comes out on the 4th string, where here the 5, the 7, and the 2 is coming out on the 4th string. So that, you know, but for some reason it just doesn't seem to be the same. Because there's your root with C. Okay, so you're starting root 3, 5 root. In this case it's 5, 7, 2, 5. Oh, that's where we're making our mistake. Right, so there's the 5, 5, there's the root. So it is the same shape as the C after all. You know, sometimes, you know, that's what it takes in guitar. Sometimes is just to be confused for a little while, but do the work to go ahead and, you know, verify, compare it to something that you know. That's real. That took up quite a few minutes to solve that. So that's the mystery behind what's with the little cage diagram here. Okay, this is really the capo fret nut diagram. So the 3rd would be C. Okay, if you start on the 5th, okay, of this hyper fret thing, you get the A. I don't mean to be all over the place here, but you get the A shape, okay? Where is the A shape hiding? Right there. All right, this is the warped, and the unwarped, I believe, is over here with the 5. I think we did this the other day.